Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. As always, I'm always delighted to be joined by my man, Regis Prograis. Regis, what's happening, brother, man? You seem to be traveling in a car somewhere, man. What's going on?
Yeah, brother, I'm everywhere, bro. Like I was saying, bro, I can't stay in the same city for fucking 3 days at a time, bro. I've been just going everywhere. I'm getting the house built in Texas right now. So right now I'm living at my house in New Orleans, and I was in Miami. I went out there for the YouTube fight. The dude I was working, Austin McBroom, he just won with the whole YouTube thing, and it was an awesome experience for that. Then I came back to New Orleans, and then I just came back from after I stayed here for about 2 days, and then I went to Pensacola and I trained with Roy Jones. I can't wait. I'm gonna put the footage out. Everybody gonna see it. I'm gonna put it out. It's gonna be on my YouTube channel, of course. So I trained with him, and I mean, it was an awesome experience just being out there in Pensacola with Roy Jones. And now I'm back in New Orleans. And then now, and I'm going back to Houston Saturday. Yeah, for the Cholo fight. Twin is fighting on, and so I'm going to do that. Then I come back to New Orleans, and then I'm going back to Pensacola and train Roy Jones Jr. And then after that, I got to see my next move. I probably go back to Cali, Colombia after that. So, bro, I'm moving fucking everywhere, bro, all around.
Making moves, man. Getting the air miles as well, man. Good to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
right.
the reason I wanted to get you on this call is because I wanted to get your thoughts on the Taylor Ramirez fight, and obviously what's next for yourself. I'll start with the Taylor Ramirez fight, since you have shared the ring with Josh Taylor. You obviously watched the fight, because I know you're a boxing fan as well as a fighter
right.
in the game. So, easy question: what were your thoughts on the fight?
I mean, I honestly, bro, I projected it was gonna go like that. I mean, I've been telling people for months, bro, like Josh Taylor's gonna win. And listen, bro, I thought he was supposed to get the knockout because, the ref counted, that when he hit him with the uppercut, he really hurt him. And, I think the ref gave him a long count, like 15, 16 seconds or something like that, So that was actually supposed to be a knockout. But I mean, I predicted that the whole time, bro, to be honest. I listen, Ramirez, he's very limited. He comes forward and he has trouble with like boxers. He had trouble with southpaws. And, Zepeda hit him a lot. Postal hit him a lot. But, Josh Taylor is, he's bigger and stronger than him. So, once he hit him, it did more damage to him, basically. I mean, I definitely applaud Ramirez, because he stayed in there, he kept it up, he stayed in there and stuff. Like he definitely was tough, but yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like that was gonna happen, bro. And it got me hyped up, bro. I don't know, people see my live when the fight. I know you didn't because you was at the fight, but my live, bro, like I went work. I had a fight party at my house, and I literally, like, right after that shit, I went work out, bro. I ran like 6 miles. It was like late as shit at night. I ran like 6 miles. Then I came back and I punched the fuck out my tires for like 30 minutes straight. Like all my fucking knuckles was like bleeding and shit like that. It just give me hype, bro. Every time I watch a fight and shit like that on TV, it just give me hype. Just to if they're my weight class or even around my weight class, it's just like it just give me hype and I just go train. That's just what I do.
Did it give you hype because the fight with you and Josh Taylor was a fight of the year contender? It was
right.
A great fight. It was, like I said to you, there's world level and there's elite level. That fight between you and Josh was two elite level fighters going at it. I mean, we see what you do to other opponents. We see what Josh Taylor does to other opponents. But when you two went at it, it was just a war. So did it give you hype because of the rematch with Josh Taylor? I mean, Josh is talking about Terence Crawford. I'll get your thoughts on that. Teofimo Lopez is calling Josh out. I mean, he's got mandatories all over the place now. He's got an IBF mandatory. He's got a WBO mandatory and Jack Carter.
Right.
But for you, man, how do you want that rematch, and how would you see the rematch going with Josh if you do face him again?
I mean, I definitely think we're gonna have a rematch, bro. I think we have to have a rematch down the line because the fight was just, obviously the fight was just too close. People still on Twitter all the time. It's like people say I don't let it go, but a lot of people, they not letting it go. Like, man, you won. I'm from Scotland. I'm from the UK, and man, you beat Josh Taylor. You won and all that stuff. So I definitely think that, I know the fight was very, very close. And I know that, I just feel like we will fight again, but at 147, it'll be a huge fight at 147. But for me, I'm just taking care of my business. I'm doing what I got to do right now, building my profile up and, fighting whoever they put in front of me, so that's kind of, and I do want to be a champion again at 140. So, yeah, bro, that's just that's kind of just what I'm on right now. But I definitely feel like, yeah, we'll have a rematch down the line for sure but at 147.
How do you see the rematch going then in yourself? Like, what do you have to do to get the win this time around?
Just be smarter, be smarter. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll be honest, I know Josh is one of your friends or whatever, but y'all, the UK fighters are really good at mental warfare. Extremely good at mental warfare. And Josh, he did the same thing to me that Roberto Duran did to Ray Leonard. I want to kill him. I want to hurt him. When it was just like, he kind of got in my head when he touched my belts, bro. I don't know if I told you, but he touched my belts when we was at the press conference, and it just was like, you don't do that to me. I want to fucking hurt him right there. I want to hit him. I really want to hurt him and shit like that, and I boxed kind of. It was a good fight, don't get me wrong. Between me and him, it was a very, very good fight, and it was entertaining, but it wasn't smart on my part, basically. I could have, if I was just outboxed him a little more, been more, I was elusive because a lot of punches he was throwing wasn't hitting me, but if I would just be a little more elusive and block some punches and move my feet, then, I think it definitely would have been a different story or whatever. But like I said, man, like the UK fighters are very, very good at mental warfare. It's the same thing. People are like, all right, so example right now is Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. That second fight, Tyson Fury is all in Wilder's head. He was just there, So right now, I think Wilder knows that, right now, I think at the press conference, he just had his headphones in. He wasn't, he didn't want to say anything because he don't want to let him get in his head again, because it make you, I think, sometimes it just throws you off your game and stuff like that. So same thing. And Josh Taylor did the same thing with Ramirez. I saw it, I called it way before. I said, listen, at the press conference and the weigh-ins, I said Josh is in Ramirez's head, because Ramirez is a really, really nice guy. He never says nothing to nobody. He's just like super calm. And Josh was all at the weigh-ins. Josh was all in his face. And then Josh walked away. And then Ramirez was like, trying to get to him. So that it told me like he in Ramirez's head. And that's exactly what happened. He was in his head.
I seen a tweet that you said, like, how did I lose to Josh after that fight? But like the way Josh approached that fight, it seemed like it was more of a tactical against Ramirez type thing, when he was letting Ramirez come in and that. Was it a tweet that you said that was saying, how the heck did I lose to Josh Taylor?
Yeah. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, every time I watch this, it was like, damn, and it don't take nothing. It don't take nothing away from Josh Taylor, man. He undisputed, man. I mean, you as partner, man. Tell him I say congratulations, bro. Like I fucking, I said that I hope he's like, I hope he becomes probably the greatest Scottish fighter ever. Hopefully, like that'll look real good. Hopefully he can become the greatest. I know right now it's Ken Buchanan. Maybe he can overtake Ken Buchanan. So he can become the like the greatest Scottish fighter ever. So I'm definitely rooting for him on that. But it's just like I look at him as like I always think like, damn, bro. Like I just feel like I'm better. That's all. I just feel like I'm a better fighter. But that night is just he kind of got in my head and I fought a dumb fight.
Rematch then, you're like, you've said to me every interview, I want to be a champion at 140. I want to be a champion 140. Now, what means more to you right now? Being a champion at 140 or that rematch with Josh Taylor at 147? If you had two options to be a champion again at 140 or to face Josh up at 147, if this was your next fight,
you talk about next.
Yeah, so you had two options on the table. Champion.
The next, I won't be a champion again at 140.
Right.
Next, I won't be a champion again because I think it's just gonna build. I think it's gonna build it up that much more. I think it'll. I mean, you look at it from a marketing perspective, I think it'll build it up just that much more. You know what I'm saying? So, like right now, I mean, right now we was talking that I think it's rumors out there that it might be like me and Mikey Garcia next, or me and Adrian Broner next, So, if I can get any one of those fights, and I mean, my profile will just be huge. It'll be that much bigger, So, and so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now, getting a real major fight, a real big major fight, and getting a win over whoever is next. And then after that, it'll be that much bigger between me and the rematch between me and Josh Taylor.
You mentioned Mikey Garcia and Broner there. And I know this Broner fight has been up in the air for a long time now. And I've seen another tweet of yours or an Instagram post, I can't remember, but you said you were on the phone to Adrian Broner.
I got his number now, yeah.
Yeah, you got his number now. So what was being said, brother? Let me know.
I got his number. I got his number, man. Adrian Broner full of shit, first off. So it's me and McMahon and Adrian Broner, we on a chain text together. And McMahon is, I don't know if you know, but he's Young Money, which is like Lil Wayne's group. So he's the president of that. So, you know, I know him. He's from New Orleans, so I know him. And, you know, he always tell Adrian Broner, look, you know, because we are from New Orleans, so he always tell Adrian Broner, man, Regis gonna fuck you up, Regis gonna fuck you up, you know, that type of shit. And so now I finally got his number. And I was in Miami and I was looking for Broner. That's the thing. When I was out there, I was looking for him, and he told somebody else, I think it was Ellie. He told Ellie that he wasn't there. But he was there the whole time. But I was looking for Broner. You know, I was gonna pull up on Broner and, you know, talk my shit to him in his face. But man, look, Broner full of shit, bro. Like Broner, listen, he's full of shit. Broner not trying to fight me, bro. He not trying to fight me.
But what do you need to do? What name do you need in this 140 pound? Do you need a Mikey Garcia then? Do you need to fight Mikey Garcia next?
Maybe, you know, somebody, you know, I mean, I just want to be, for me, I want to be a champion. I want the bigger fights and I want to be a champion again. You know, that's kind of, you know, what I want to do. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, for me, it's just whoever they put in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just whoever they put in front of me. That's, you know, that's who I'm going to fight. Like, for me, right now, it doesn't matter. But right now, I do want to stay at 140. A lot of people, I think somebody asked me if I was gonna fight Crawford. I'm like, what you talking about? Like, I'm staying at 140 right now. You know, I think Bob Arum threw my name out there about fighting Crawford. You know, and I was like, I never heard of that because I want to be a champion again at 140. It's just something that I just, you know, it's just something personal that I just want to do. And I keep telling people that, you know, it's like a lot of people want me to go to 147 right now, but it's like, for me, I want to be a champion at 140 again, you know, before I move up. And, you know, because once I'm a two-time champion, it'll make it that much bigger for 147.
It's interesting that you mentioned Crawford there, because Josh has been mentioned with Crawford. I mean, they're both with Top Rank just now. So do you see somebody like Josh? You've shared a ring with Josh, and obviously everyone knows how good Bud is. Everyone knows how good that man is in the sport of boxing. But how do you see that fight? Do you think Josh is a good test for him, or vice versa?
I think Josh is definitely a good test for him, bro. Because listen, Crawford was undisputed at 140, and you know Josh is undisputed at 140. You know that'll be a great test for Crawford. And Josh is big. You know he's big, he's strong too. So I think that actually might be potentially like Crawford's hardest fight. You know that I think definitely for sure, because you know we can all be honest. You know in Crawford, when he was undisputed, it was a weak division. It just was. You know, so if you look at the resume, for me at 140, Josh's resume is better than Crawford's at 140 because I mean, Crawford fought on Dongo, bro. To be undisputed, he fought on Dongo. You know, he had 2 belts, so it was a very, very weak division at that time.
You beat on Dongo in 2, did
you? Yeah, I knocked on Dongo out in 2 rounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just coming up. You know, at the time, I wasn't who I am right now. I was just coming up when I beat on Dongo. So you know, Dongo wasn't too much of nothing, but he had 2 belts at the time. You know, and Crawford became undisputed after beating him. So yeah, bro. I think between Josh and Crawford, I mean, that'll be a hell of a fight, bro. I'll definitely be tuning into that.
What's next for you then? I mean, are you back on the Triller card? Are you going back on the Triller? What's happening with you in terms of promotional and
I don't know about no Triller, bro. Honestly, I don't know about Triller and stuff like that. You know, I can't say nothing too much, but you know, I don't know about the Triller, the whole Triller thing. It just, I mean, when I fought on that card, it just felt like more, it was so loose, it was so relaxed. Like I was really like the only fight. Me and Ivan was like the only real fighters on the card that night. So it was just like a vacation for a lot of people. And I was like the serious one. Even Ivan was like, I saw him walking around and, you know, walking around Atlanta and all that type of shit. And for me, I was just like serious. I was just being serious about it. Yeah. And it just felt like nobody else was just serious. Everybody, because it was like YouTubers or, you know, whatever, everybody else is fighting. So it just felt like it just wasn't a serious card at all. And I don't know, it really wasn't my style.
You mentioned YouTubers and stuff like you were here with Austin McBroom. I've seen all the Instagram photos and stuff like that. How elated you were for Austin and stuff like that. But what's your thoughts on the whole YouTube? Are you happy if YouTubers fight YouTubers on their own card over there, but don't mix it with the elite fighters, the professional fighters?
Yes,
I feel like if YouTubers and TikTokers want to fight each other, go over there. But boxing, the purest guy like myself, I'm old school. I like to see boxing. I don't want to see a YouTuber in the mix of Regis Prograis against this guy.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You know, when they did our fight, you know, it was like I was really like the only fighter on the card, the real fighter on the card. Between me and Ivan, we was the only real fight, like real professional fighters on the card. You know, the rest of them, they was like, you know, they had a fight. It was two rappers or something like that. Then they had, you know, Jake Paul, and you know, it was just real loose and just wasn't the real boxing field. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if they want to do that, let them. Like, the thing is, listen, when Austin McBroom's fight, bro, like I was there in Miami, bro, and it was crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like they outdid the shit out of most boxing fights I ever been to, you know, to be honest. It was just the production, everything they did, it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was YouTubers fighting against TikTokers, but it was just a real good card. It was a real amazing card. And I mean, I was glad to be a part of it. But the good thing is, it wasn't professional boxers mixed with the YouTubers and TikTokers. It was all TikTokers, all YouTube versus TikTokers, all of them, everybody, you know. So that's what made that card so special. And you know, it was just good. It was just a good night all around, you know, because they didn't and they don't think they're professional boxers. They don't want to do that, you know. I think a lot of the purest boxing fans, you know, they get upset about this stuff because, you know, they think that they're trying to, you know, become professional boxers. No, they're not. They know they're YouTubers, they know they're TikTokers, they know they lane. They just doing that against each other. Now, yeah, when you get YouTubers and stuff, they start trying to fight real fighters. You know, that's a whole different thing, you know. But yeah, bro, they had just a real good ass production, and they fought each other, and it was just a good night. It was fun. It was fun to be there. It was fun to watch. It was a lot of celebrities, and it was packed. You know, it was fun.
Right, Regis, I know you've got some. I know you can pull some strings. I'm a YouTuber. I want one more fight, man. Can you not hook me up, man? Just give me one more fight, bro. Can you not do that for me?
Let me see what I can do.
I'm being serious, by the way. I'm being dead serious.
I know you serious. Let me see what I can do, bro. Let me see. I was actually just about to call right before you. I was just about to call Austin McBroom because I think I just seen some stuff. Something popped in my phone said Austin might fight Jake Paul now. Austin McBroom might fight Jake Paul. You know, it's crazy, bro. The amounts of money they got fucking $5 million for that shit, bro. Each. You know,
I'll do it for 20 grand. I'm easy. Yeah. just give me a fight. I'll be happy.
I'm about to call Austin right when I get off the phone with you. I'm gonna call Austin and see what's up. I'm gonna see what he's doing next, bro. I'm gonna holler at him and see what's gonna go on next and shit like that.
If you want, listen, I'll come out to New Orleans, Houston, or whatever, man. You can train me for 6 weeks, man. We can if I do get this fight, man, I promise you. And I'll give you the 20% cut.
Nah, I can't take 20% of 20 grand, bro. It's too much. Nah.
I know, man. Listen, that'll be half my purse. Regis, listen, I do appreciate your time, as always, man. I know you're a busy man. I know you, as well as boxing, you've got businesses and you're doing little projects here and there. So to give me your 10, 15 minutes of your time is brilliant, man. So I do appreciate it. So until the next time, stay safe and I'll speak to you soon, brother.
All right, bro. I'll let you. Thanks.
My man, appreciate it, man.
All right.